when I started doing research for my proposal, it was all about sex trafficking and the statistics behind it and the gross facts that honestly people just don't understand. And the more and more I got involved, the more and more I talked to people here, my peers on campus. I talked to my roommate, I talked to my friends, and a lot of people I realized don't know about sex trafficking and don't know the issues that we're facing. And I wondered, if we don't know about sex trafficking and the issues that are going on around here, then how can we be taking preventative measures? And so this idea about safety clicked into my mind and what we have here on ASU to protect us. And so my paper had transformed from this paper all about this proposal all about sex trafficking and all of these issues and sexual assault and all these problems that we have here in ASU, to these issues being talked about on campus and what we're doing and what we're not doing. And so the first thing that I have to do is point out what we are doing here on ASU to protect our students. Now, I'm sure that people have heard about the safety escort, the blue light system. And, I mean, you can carry maze as long as you have a permit for it. And those are all good things, right? I mean, no one would think that these things are bad. But my personal experience leads me to believe that this is kind of a flip-flop. I mean, it doesn't actually work. Or maybe it does. Maybe I'm wrong. My experience is with safety escort. I tried to use safety escort twice within the last semester of my freshman year. And both times I was waiting, it was a Friday night, and I was waiting the first time over half an hour before I decided to just leave. And then the second time, I was waiting 2 hours, and it was 1 a.m. when I finally decided to ditch it and go back to my dorm because they had not yet shown up. And so I walked home at 1 a.m. Something that I could not get over was the fact that the service totally let me down. A freshman girl who is in need of a safe escort home and couldn't get it through the services that they said they would provide me here at ASU. Maybe that's okay for some people, but not for me. And so when I thought about this, it made me wonder, well, what about the blue light system? I mean, is the blue light system actually working, or is it just a flip-flop too? I mean, I couldn't really test, the buttons and be like, oh, in the middle of broad daylight and say this is for a project, because I'm pretty sure someone would want to kill me for that. But it makes me question it, and it makes me question if our safety here on campus is actually an illusion or not. So, some preventative measures that I've come up with to solve this problem would be, first, to increase the number of staff or call logs or whatever it is at safety escort. Maybe they need another car. Well, I'm sure ASU can afford that. Maybe they need just more staff. Maybe they need, a higher percentage of, I don't know. Maybe they need someone watching call logs. Maybe they need someone to, time you. I don't know what it is, but someone could definitely do something to increase that service and make them more efficient. Another thing that we could do here on campus is just a reach out to Michael Crow and increase self-defense courses that, no, you don't have to pay an extra $60 to get. Okay, some students, this is the way the SRC works. You pay $60 to have your membership because you go to ASU. You have no choice about it. It's like whatever, have to do it. Okay, then you can pay another $60 to attend the classes with the SRC whenever you want. But here's the reality. I'm a poor college student. I've already paid $20,000 to get here, probably even more. I can't even remember the whole number at this point. Okay? I already paid you $60. I think for that, I should get to at least one free self-defense class at some point in the year. I think that's valid. And I think Michael Crow or whoever it is here at ASU could definitely, provide that. And I don't see any issue with that. And they're ultimately giving us more safety. So why not do something like that for us? I think, honestly, that self-defense is the number one way that we can help prevent some of the crime, or maybe even help victims out of crime, when it comes down to it. I think that student organizations could really jump on the bandwagon here and get involved as well. I think that in Greek life, they can have people come into the women's chapter meetings and maybe talk to them about self defense one night, or the actual like sexual assault rates and like all the statistics behind it, and just create awareness that women know what they're up against. I think that other organizations could do stuff like this too, and like have campaigns, for instance, like Wow Factor. Like they're all for respective women. Why couldn't they get them involved? Or even Changemaker Central. I think that they could jump on the bandwagon and probably do a campaign as well. If nothing else, have awareness of what's going on in our state, and have awareness of what's going on and what we could possibly be victims of, and keep yourself informed. So that is my proposal to ASU. It's just to bring more awareness to students and honestly give them what their money's worth, and don't create just an illusion of safety. Actually give them some safety.